Iran could soon receive hundreds of Chinese-made air defense missile systems in a deal reportedly worth up to $70 million. According to a Reuters report, Iran is expected to receive a first shipment of up to 400 Chinese shoulder-fired air defense launchers within weeks. The reported deal involves two Chinese missile systems, the QW-12 and FN-16, both designed to provide short-range air defense against low-flying aircraft and unmanned aerial vehicles. For Iran, this could be a major development. After months of fighting and repeated attacks on military sites and strategic infrastructure, Tehran is urgently looking for ways to rebuild and strengthen its air defense network. But there is a major question surrounding the story. China has denied the reported deal. So what do we actually know? Why would Iran want hundreds of portable air defense systems? And could these Chinese missiles make US and Israeli air operations over Iran significantly more difficult? Let's break it down. Reuters reported on July 29, 2026 that Iran was expected to receive the first shipment of a larger purchase involving between 300 and 400 manned portable air defense systems, commonly known as manpads. The reported value of the purchase is between $60 and $70 million. Three sources familiar with the agreement told Reuters about the deal. According to those sources, the contract was signed with a Hong Kong-based company called Zhongqing Baosheng International Investment, which was described as an intermediary between the Iranian side and a Chinese supplier. The systems reportedly include Chinese-made QW-12 and FN-16 missiles. The significance is not simply the number of missiles, it is the mobility of the weapons. Unlike large strategic air defense systems, manpads can be carried and deployed by relatively small teams. They can potentially be moved between locations and concealed more easily than large radar-guided missile batteries. That makes them particularly useful in an environment where fixed military installations have already been targeted. However, there is an important caveat. The Chinese Foreign Ministry has rejected the report, saying the claims were completely groundless and emphasizing China's stated role in promoting peace and ending the conflict. So at this point, the reported procurement should be described as an alleged or reported deal, rather than an officially confirmed Chinese arms transfer. The reported weapons are not strategic long-range missile systems. They belong to a different category. They are short-range, man-portable air defense systems. Their primary purpose is to engage targets flying relatively close to the ground. That can include helicopters, low-flying aircraft, and drones. This is important because modern warfare increasingly relies on unmanned systems. Drones can be used for reconnaissance, surveillance, targeting, and attack. They are also generally less expensive than manned combat aircraft. For an air defense network, therefore, having relatively mobile weapons capable of threatening low-flying targets can provide an additional layer of protection. The FN-16 is a Chinese manpad system developed as a successor to earlier Chinese portable air defense missiles. The QW series is another family of Chinese short-range surface-to-air missiles. The exact capabilities of exported systems can vary, depending on configuration and version. But the general concept is straightforward. A small team can carry the system, move to a position, search for an appropriate target, and launch the missile. That mobility is precisely what makes manpads difficult to eliminate completely. Destroying one launcher does not necessarily destroy the entire air defense network. There could be dozens or even hundreds of other launchers dispersed across a large area. So what does the reported $70 million Chinese air defense deal actually mean? If the Reuters reporting is correct, and Iran receives up to 400 Chinese manpads, Tehran would gain a significant number of mobile short-range air defense systems. They would not make Iran's airspace impenetrable. They would not automatically defeat advanced US or Israeli aircraft, but they could make low-altitude operations more complicated, particularly when combined with drones, radar systems, and other layers of Iranian air defense. And that may be the real objective. Not creating a perfect shield, but creating enough uncertainty, enough mobility, and enough potential threats to make every aerial operation more difficult. For now, however, the most important question remains unanswered. Will those hundreds of Chinese launchers actually arrive in Iran?